I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg. You might.
Hey, everybody. Sorry we're running a little late, but life comes first. I always say that, so it's never a problem. We have a very special guest today. I'm very excited that he said yes to come on here. Cosplayer, artist, collector, Ebony Warrior Studio. So without further ado, we're going to bring him out, everybody. So give him a nice warm welcome in the chat. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. Nice to meet you face to face. Big fan of the work that you do on Instagram. You're very inspirational. The stuff that you say, a lot of people need to hear. Doesn't matter. They just need to hear it. Doesn't matter who they are. People need to hear stuff sometimes. And you keep it straight. You keep it true. And that's how I found you. And like I said a little bit beforehand, I saw the collection stuff behind you, and that's what really piqued my interest to try and reach out to you. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself how you want to, and talk about what you collect and a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Xavier, Ebony Warrior Studios. Man, so I've been a professional cosplayer for close to 15 years now, and I collect a bunch of stuff. So I don't, I think you can kind of see it behind me. I collect the McFarland DC figures. I've mostly focused on like the Justice League figures, like the Zack Snyder's Justice League, because I really enjoyed those films. And then I also collect Halo figurines, so like Halo Combat Evolved, all of the video games. I've been collecting those since I was a kid. I have some stuff
That's awesome.
from like 2000, 2002 and stuff like that.
The
So
McFarlane Halo stuff.
yes,
See,
yes.
I actually just found two of my 3.75 Spartans the other day. I was clearing out some stuff and I was like,
Yeah.
yo.
I should have kept some of them in the box, but I have, like the Halo 3 McFarlane figures, some of them that I took out the box. I found a couple of them while thrifting that are still in the packaging. Like I have a mint Halo 3 Brute Chieftain, and I'm never taking him out of the box. But
I'm sure that goes for pretty penny. That
yeah,
that stuff is highly sought after at this point.
it really is. And then I also collect Black Series, Star Wars Black
Oh
Series figures.
yes.
And relatively new, but a very large collection. But I also collect Hot Toys.
Oh my goodness. That's
Yeah,
a
so
whole can of worms.
it's insane. Yeah, I have a big 70-inch glass cabinet full of Hot Toys figures. Mostly Star Wars. I do have quite a few of the in art Lord of the Rings figures. Um,
Ooh, those are
but
cool.
yeah, finally got my holy grail, the figure that I've wanted forever, the in art Gandalf. Damn near impossible to find that one, but I
I
finally
saw
got
your
it.
Gandalf cosplay. We're gonna take a look at some of those pictures later on. But I figured you were a big Lord of the Rings fan. I am also a big Lord of the Rings fan. So that's amazing. We need more Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah, and I also collect. I mean, they're not figures, but I make stuff myself. So I love making and collecting the helmets. So I do Star Wars helmets. I do um, various different characters. Lots of Lord of the Rings cosplays and helmets and things like that. Um, what else do I have? I mean, I'm working on Godzilla right now. I'm
I
working
know
on
the thumbnail.
upping. Yeah, working on upping my Godzilla collection as well. I've started collecting the Bandai X Plus figures, and those are some of my favorite.
Have you seen the Haya toy stuff?
Yeah, I love them, but they sell out so quickly, and it's like I gotta keep an eye on the websites and stuff like that for when they're out or when they're pre-order. I just pre-ordered they're releasing the Destroya, brand
Yeah,
new
I saw
Destroya
that.
figure. Yeah, so I pre-ordered that one.
They're doing some crazy stuff over there. They just released the major from Ghost in the Shell that hit my pile of loot. I couldn't get it. It's like 110 bucks. But it was nice to look at it when it was sitting there. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
So you're a big DC person, you're a big Star Wars person, and Lord of the
Yep.
Rings person. That you're like
Yeah.
your primary focus, and Godzilla, obviously.
Yeah. Those are, I would say those are like my well, no, I guess main five. DC, Halo, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, and Godzilla. Yeah, those are my big five.
So are you upset or are you excited for Mattel picking up the DC license here in the future?
Uh, I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know how I
Yeah,
feel.
I get
'Cause
it. I know you love those. I'm not the biggest McFarlane fan himself, just like himself, but I love when people have a collection and they're passionate about it, and that's what this is all about. You know,
yeah,
not everyone is everyone's preference, but there are some really amazing McFarlane things that I've seen, like the Lich King looks really cool. The World of Warcraft Lich King, that thing looks awesome. And like I said, those old Halo McFarlanes are super sick. I love those. I was so happy to find my 3.75, and I'm excited for more DC because I'm a big DC fan, but I collect 6-inch, and that's why the major factor for me is the 7-inch McFarlane figures over the 6-inch scale. So for me, it's exciting because of the implications that they'll fit with Marvel Legends, which is my bread and butter, as it were.
yeah, yeah. I hear
It's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, the McFarlane figures, I mean, they I feel like they used to be peak, you know? I mean, the Halo McFarlane figures are incredible, and it's just, been a slow decline in quality. Capitalism is capitalism. Gotta
Yeah,
make things faster and cheaper, and it's like I was very excited about collecting the, figures from the Halo or not Halo, from the, Fallout TV show. Those are absolutely trash.
yeah,
Oh my
they're so bad. I have so many videos trashing those figures. And
yeah,
it's not because I hate Fallout. It's because the like you said, the quality of things has just gone down. And you know, when McFarlane the line started, I know you have some of the older figures. They were $20.
yeah,
That was a steal no matter what. You know, the bad the you know, some of the pins, some of the gripes that we have with it, the articulation and the diapers as it were, $20 is $20. You can throw that
right.
at it and you have something new. Now they're what, pushing $34 for a regular release.
They were 40 when I found the I found some Hank, um, in his power armor. They were charging 40 for those things, and the
That's
paint job was
crazy.
the worst. It was like dollar store.
It's crazy. And that's why I don't collect McFarlane for the most part, is because the lack of improvement, the lack of quality. I have a saying about McFarlane is Todd was really good at his game in 2001, and he's acting like he's still right there. You know, like he
Yeah,
was making the Halo stuff, he was still doing the artwork, and what you were getting was worth the dollar value.
right.
Now, much like everything, it ain't worth shit, and you're not getting shit, and it's hard to collect. It's hard. It's
Yeah,
frustrating.
very.
Let me check in with the chat here really quick. I gotta say hi to people. Go to the top. We had my mod, CJ Titular Heroine. Hello. Kaiju Kitty, Leia. What's going on? Michael Gutierrez. Good to see you. Super K. Hello. Hello. Running a little late, like I said, but life is life, and we have all the room in the world for that because shit sucks right now. Jenna, hello. Jenna was really excited. I told her, or she's been pumping this up. She's a big fan as well. She's
I
also
am
a
glad to
cosplayer.
be here.
It's fun. I'm glad. It's always great to see like your interests align in certain ways, and then you're like, oh, they like the nerd stuff that I like too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's the best. So you like Star Wars, right? Have you watched Maul Shadow Lord? Are you up on
yeah.
that or anything?
We did the season finale. What was it, last week? And boy, howdy.
I'm still behind. I know what happens, and I'm all for the journey, but getting to that point is the goal at this point because that's like something fans have wanted for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah, we've gotten a few glimpses into it, in Legends, but this is the canon event, so I've been waiting for that.
For like I remember it happened in a comic like he was like a clone or a ghost or something. And yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a comic book. We want to see this on screen. I'm not
Yeah.
going to spoil it for people that haven't seen it, but if you can picture it all what we're talking about, that's probably what it is.
I mean,
Um,
if they've been on social media, they probably got it spoiled.
yeah,
That's what
that's the
happened to me.
thing. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it the same day or like the next day in the morning.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Maul will get a season 2. Don't you worry. Good to see you, Jar. How are you? Sneaky. Good to see you. SPP Toys. I think the going rate on standard McFarlane release, but rarely anymore they do a standard release. Yeah, I've not seen a McFarlane figure except for those vault ones, which the Wonder Woman, the first appearance Superman, and the Dark Knight Batman. Those are $26.99 on Big Bad Toy Store right now. So those are cheaper. But when Wonder Woman first came out, she was what, $50 and sold out in seconds.
Wiling out.
Yep. That's Todd's thing. So the cosplay, that's a big part of what you do. Let's talk a little bit about that before we look at some pictures. So you said you've been doing that for 15 years. What
Yeah.
got you started? What was your big inspiration? And what fuels you creatively? Sorry, I know that's a lot, but
Oh, you're fine. So what really started me on my cosplay journey was The Lord of the Rings. I wanted to cosplay characters from The Lord of the Rings, but there was no way on earth I would be able to purchase armors and weapons, from online. It's just way too expensive. So I my biggest inspiration has always been Weta Workshop. And so I just sat down and started learning how to do things
they're
and
the
taught
goats.
myself. Yeah, taught myself how to start making things. Like I initially started making things out of cardboard and paper mache, moved on to EVA foam, then molding and casting and 3D printing. So my skill set has grown significantly over the years. I'm always learning something new. That's the fun part about being an artist. You're never done. You're always learning something new. Um, but yeah, no, I've been doing it's it was started with Lord of the Rings, and then my philosophy when it came to cosplays was always, like just whatever I like, but I don't want to do something that's mainstream. Everybody's doing, everybody's going to be doing something from Mandalorian and Grogu at Dragon Con this year because it came out this year. I would never take that because I don't want to be one of many. I always do something, like probably well after it's been out of circulation and popularity, you know. Um, so I my very first cosplay, I believe it was a Nazgul from the Lord of the Rings. That was
Oh,
the
I
very
saw
first
that picture.
cosplay.
So
Yeah,
cool.
that was the first one I ever did, and then good lord, there's been so many. I couldn't even name them all, but um, yeah, the inspiration was Weta Workshop, and then what really set me on, like my cosplay journey was I started to notice that there was a lack of representation in the world of cosplay. It's very much white dominated.
Very true.
And uh there was, I think it was Dragon Con 2017, I had gone as Batman, and there was I was one of the rules that I have when it comes to cosplaying as Batman, or when I cosplayed as Batman, I can't do it anymore because I have locks. My head doesn't fit. but one of my rules was I never take my cowl off. Like I'm always in character and I never take the cowl off. But I was walking around the host hotel and I saw this little boy with his mom at the end of the sidewalk. I was walking towards him and he was wearing like this little Party City Batman costume, the black with the yellow logo on his chest. And he saw me and started flipping out, like pulling on his mom's hand. So excited because he saw Batman. And so I was walking up to him, and this little boy ran up to me, and he was like, uh, wanted me to kneel down to him. So I knelt down to talk to him, and he said, "Batman, you're brown just like me.
Oh,
Does that mean I can be a superhero one day too?" And I lost it, absolutely lost it. I took my cowl off so I could talk to him.
aw.
Um, and I said, you can be whatever you want to be. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently. And right after that was when I created the hashtag representation matters. And like for me, ever since that moment, cosplay has always been about representation, showing other black and brown cosplayers that we can do this on, the upper echelon of levels. I've done,
Absolutely.
I was on Cosplay Melee, a TV show for um, cosplayers. Like
I
live
saw that. I
building.
was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. And then, doing competitions around the world and whatnot. And I just want cosplayers of color to understand that we can do it at the best level with the best of them, you know? Um, and it's genuinely fun being able to see yourself represented in worlds, these fantasy worlds where you don't typically get to see yourself represented.
Absolutely. And that's like amazing. Like that would be all anyone should need to just keep going. Like screw the haters. That you got a little kid to say, I can do that too. And that's what matters. And Jenna saw you at Dragon Con apparently. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was me at Dragon Con, 2017. I think, yeah, that was 2017 for my Arkham Origins Batman, and I can't remember what year it was for. I think it may have been 2018 for my Batfleck. Can't
That was
remember.
awesome. I saw that in your pictures. That
Yeah,
looks so sick.
that one was my favorite of the suits. I love that one.
That suit was the best suit.
Yeah, the cowl's sitting over here. It's been literally sitting in this in my studio untouched until probably my son can wear it at some point. But I refuse to cut my hair. So I'm not doing any more Batmans for now.
That's awesome. Um, and yeah, the Batfleck suit, that's the best bat suit we've ever had, hands down. I love Michael Keaton Batman, but that suit with the gray,
Yeah.
like we didn't have a comic book gray bat suit. We finally got it. All right. So with that background story, with your message and all that in mind, we're gonna take a look at some of your awesome cosplay. I want to start from the top. I don't know if we'll get through all of it because there's a lot. Like I was going through um and all of it is amazing. And like you said, you can see where you started and where you're at, and the difference is it's not night and day because your early work is fantastic too. But you can really see the passion in the artistry start to come out, and then you're just on a whole nother level at this point. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like I used to be known for being able to make things really fast, and that's no longer the case because of how much like detail and you know that goes into things now.
I'm sure it takes a lot of work. This is your Aragorn, obviously. That is so awesome.
I
That's
gotta
like
update those pictures because those ones are from like I think 2023. I believe they're either 23 or 24, but my hair was shorter and I made, some upgrades to the suit at this point. Like I made new bracers. Those ones were a little too small for the screen accurate bracers. But yeah, I need to update those. Gotta update those.
it's still, you can't tell because it's a great shot. Like the photography is great, the costuming is great. Like so, you made all of this 100% yourself. Like you put
I
it together.
did. I did. Yeah.
Wow,
The sword included. That was molded and casted in smooth on onyx, one of my favorite materials to cast in.
wow, that's amazing. So you also do some smithing kind of stuff then too, like a little bit. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I've dabbled here and there, and metal is scary. I will say that.
yeah. I've cut myself on so much metal so many times, and metal is indeed very scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that is such an awesome cosplay. And then I think that yeah, the Gandalf was the next one. And like you said, that you got that Gandalf figure as your Grail. This is awesome too.
Yeah. That Gandalf cosplay was so much fun to do. I had to do two different tunics. The first one I did was can't remember the type of cotton that I used, but it did not have the drape and the flowiness that it needed to. So I had to redo the entire tunic,
Gosh.
like resew it, and I used I think it was a bubble linen. I think that's what it called. But yeah, no, that so much work went into that damn cosplay.
And it's
And I
just a
think
robe, and that's the thing that people don't think about when they see someone's cosplay. They're just like, oh, it's just some fabric. Well, a lot of work had to go in that fabric, especially
yeah, but nobody
since
realizes, like, you look at Gandalf's costume and you think, oh, that's really easy. I could do that. But if you want to make a screen accurate Gandalf, I had to do so much deep diving into not only, like the appendices of the films themselves, but like, behind the scenes photos from the films. Jesus Christ, there's so much detailing in his costume that you don't even notice. Like the pleating alone, he has I think it's like 1 inch pleating along the front of his tunic, and you have to measure all of that out and then sew it you have to sew that before sewing all the panels together. It takes forever.
yeah, that sounds like math, and I don't do math. That's
Oh
that's
yeah, no,
difficult.
I don't. I suck at math, so I was literally having to write things down and then like use my calculator and then drawing it out. Can't just do the math in my head. I suck at math.
So every single wrinkle in this outfit, you had to hand stitch and make sure the measurements were right. Because you said so you go for screen accuracy. So you're taking like early shots, costume shots, all this stuff, and you have to
Yeah,
go over it all and just meticulously copy
yeah,
that.
yep, yep.
That sounds like
I
work.
was the principal photography shots of the characters. Like once they were doing the final test fits of their costumes, most of them have these photos on a white backdrop where they're doing a T pose, and I had a shit ton of those that I was using as reference.
That's awesome. I mean, that's your passion, you're trying to represent that on screen. And there's another shot of your Aragorn, and it's great. I love it. I know you have to update it, but we can't tell. We can't tell.
You can't tell, but that's the every time I look at my shots on my website, I'm like, that's ass.
So you made this armor.
I
Oh
did.
my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was God, that project was really fun because it was my first time um to get that shine, that steel that you see on the Gondorian armor. I did a lot of trial and error and finally settled on using graphite powder. You do a gloss base coat and then you rub in graphite powder. And then once you do the graphite powder, you layer that with what is it called? I have it over here somewhere. It's clear floor polish. They no longer
Oh.
make it. It's very frustrating. I have the last bottle that was literally had the last bottle that was produced. Um,
Oh wow.
hold on, where is it? I gotta grab it. Where'd you go?
And
Yeah,
sneaky,
yeah, it's
awesome,
somewhere in the other room.
seasonal
But
polish.
it's this pledge floor clear floor polish. It's basically a clear acrylic. They no longer produce it, and I grabbed the last bottle that was
So
ever
you had
made.
to go and shine that all over that armor.
Yeah, it's basically you can brush it on. You can brush it on or
Okay.
airbrush it. So and the cool thing about the pledge floor polish is that it self levels, so you don't have any brush strokes.
Oh, that's
Um,
really nice.
yeah,
So what did you make this out of? I don't know if you said, but was it like metal or was it
no,
cast?
that is also molded and casted and smooth on onyx.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's the detail. It's fantastic. I'm in awe of the stuff that you do because there's cosplay, but you're full on making like movie quality costuming. Like you could go work for one of these big studios and yeah, that's just where I'm at. Like this is amazing. And this is a wider shot of that same armor.
yeah,
It's very shiny. That stuff works very well.
yeah, yeah, and it holds up well too. So that I was very happy about that.
That's sick. I love Lord of the Rings. We've geeked out plenty of times on my streams on Lord of the Rings. Here, speaking of Star Wars, is everyone's favorite, Darth
That is
Vader.
that is old.
but
I
it's
gotta get
sick.
I
But
gotta
it's
get rid of
amazing.
those photos because that was front when I first did I did Rogue One Darth Vader back in I think it was like 2019 or 2020. And that oh my god,
With the red lenses. It's sick.
yeah,
It's
I
sick.
just finished my my Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader, and it is
Ooh.
like far and above superior to that. Like I got to get rid of those photos and bury them. I got to burn them.
I'm gonna take your word for it that this is ass. So we're gonna move on. I'm just kidding. No, it's fantastic. It's really good. And do you have one of those battle sabers, like one that you can hit stuff with, or do you just have like a one you
Yeah,
carry around?
the I have a NeoPixel
Oh
saber
hell yeah.
that I built a NeoPixel saber
That's
for that one. So that was fun.
I need to get a lightsaber. I have my toy ones. I don't have an adult one yet. So I'm doing something wrong. Here's another
Luckily,
shot of
they're really cheap now. Like it used to be super expensive to get a like a really nice NeoPixel saber. Now it's you can get them offline for like uh 100, $200 for
guess that's
a
my next quest.
really nice one.
I would love to have one. Another shot of the Gandalf, wider shot. Once again, all hand stitched. Just amazing work all around. I can't believe that you did all this yourself. I mean, I can't believe it. It's just mind blowing. Like the amount of work that you put in. Like I think that editing a video is hard. Nope, this is way harder. This is way harder. Let me see.
I think that
Which
my
ones
favorite
do you
part.
want to talk about in particular? We're gonna go through because there's so many. I could go through them all. Ooh, can we talk about this one? ODST.
Yes, yes. That one is actually um that one is still at Georgia Tech. They
Wow.
they had an exhibit for a sci-fi exhibit, and they invited me to showcase my ODST armor, and that was a good, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. It is
Oh,
still at Georgia Tech. They've sent me a couple emails asking me if I'm going to come get it, and I completely forgot about it. So I literally somebody sent me a picture. It's literally on display in the Georgia Tech library.
you may as well leave it there at that point. It just
Yeah,
belongs to them.
honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make another Halo cosplay at some point, probably like a Marine or something. The ODST was like very that was a lot of gear, and I just maybe later.
Too much work to carry around. That's really sick though. Like that looks like a screenshot from a game. Like that, that's fantastic. Was that all in camera or was there some editing done in the
No,
background?
that's an edit done by one of my friends. He he does these phenomenal cosplay edits, and he did that one for me.
That's sick. That is really cool. I saw some ones that popped out at me because I'm a big fan of this franchise. We'll go back. Oh no, I saw this. I don't know what this is from, but this reminded me that you're also doing a Godzilla, and I was like, I can't wait to see that because this is
That's
crazy.
Sobek from Smite.
Smite. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
the video game.
That's really cool. What did you use foam, latex? Like
Yeah,
what was
that's foam, and there is latex. The head is built with like latex and uh what else did I use in that? Yeah, it's like there's some smooth on products all throughout the head. Um electronics in the eyes, these big magnets on the back that hold the axe on the back.
Oh, there's an axe.
Yeah, there's an axe on the back. And then I had to build stilts to walk in for that. It did not feel good.
No, I can imagine. And it was probably really hot in there too.
The heat wasn't a problem because it was very open on the inside, so and there's a lot of airflow through it. It wasn't EVA foam doesn't get that hot. Like
Gotcha.
Godzilla's gonna get hot because he's upholstery foam.
That Godzilla, I can't wait to see that finish. Just the head sculpt painted alone, it's like that. That's gonna be crazy.
I'm very
That
excited.
ooh, Superman. This is Man of Steel.
No, I think that one I based that one off of the New 52.
Okay, because it looked like New 52 to me, but I was like,
Yeah, I
okay, yeah,
used the Man of
the red book.
Steel symbol, but it's based off of I love the Man of Steel symbol, but the overall costume is based off of New 52.
Did you like the New 52? Were you big in on that?
It's I enjoyed it somewhat.
Somewhat. See, I that's where I jumped into like current DC because I
Uh-huh.
hadn't collected comics and it was just a fresh start. I was like, okay. So I did the Batman run, Scott Snyder, which is fantastic Batman run, and then I picked up Action Comics and Superman wasn't that great. The New 52 Superman comic was kind of meh, but the Batman run and the Green Lantern run were really good.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of those. But that's because they really didn't change anything. They kind of just kept going. What else do we have? Oh, Dark Side.
Oh yeah, that
That's
one was fun.
amazing.
Loved that. That was a really fun one because what was his name? Um, one of the comic book artists for Dark Side was at Dragon Con that year, um, at the DC photo shoot, and they had me come out from the group to take a photo at the front as Dark Side. That was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, that's sick. That is light up eyes for the Omega beam. Like that's just crazy. Was this one comfortable? It looks pretty comfortable. It doesn't look too
Yeah,
constricting or anything.
it's pretty comfortable. That one it's got some lift in the boots to make me, the Dark Side stature, but it's, flat EVA foam, so it was really really comfortable.
How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 6'1", and that
Okay,
I
so
was
you
about
that just made you towering.
yeah, I was near 7 foot in that.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. Is that the New 52 Dark Side?
Yeah, that's the New 52.
Cool. Very cool. Justice League was good. The New 52 Justice League was good. I know we talked a little bit about this suit. This thing is sick.
That was what my favorite suit. Loved that that suit, but my head got too big.
It happens sometimes. Sometimes it's from hair, sometimes it's people's ego, but if it's hair,
Yeah.
it's usually better. That's crazy. Um, I can only imagine the response that you get when you walk into a room looking like that. Like just like, holy shit, that's Batman. That's just you got the stature, you got you got the shoulders, you that because that Ben Affleck was fucking ripped for that movie. That was the biggest Batman that we got, and you're
That's what I
matching
loved
that.
about it. That's what I loved about it. It was like Batman actually was a bruiser. I loved seeing a bruiser Batman.
I didn't like those movies, but I loved Batman in those movies. Material aside, I liked the representation of Batman. I didn't particularly like that he was going around killing people, marking people for death in prison, blowing people up. I was like, that's kind of not his thing most of the time. But okay. But that the suit, we got the suit and we got that portrayal. So you win some, you lose some. It's just so cool. That was one of the first shots I pulled up of your cosplays, actually. Virgo, good to see you. Rough shot, hello. Why keep the box? What's going on? Good to see everyone. Make sure you go subscribe to him on Instagram and YouTube. And I found your YouTube, so I was like, does he have a YouTube? And I looked. I was like, yes,
I
he does.
do.
Okay, what's this?
That is Ratchet Transformer.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Yeah, I found this really cool concept art for Ratchet, and loved it so much that I built a suit of it.
That is really cool. Was it from one of the shows or one of the movies?
I
Or
think it
was it
was
just
from one of the Transformers video games. It was concept art from one of the Transformers video games.
I love that. Ratchet's great. Ooh, is that Ultron?
That's Megatron.
Megatron. Oh shit. I'm blind. That's sick.
Yeah, that was Megatron from, oh my goodness, The Last Night, I think it was the
Yeah, I didn't
Bayverse
see that
film.
one.
It's okay, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I kind of checked out after the first one with Mark Wahlberg. I was like, that seems like enough of this movie series for me.
Yeah, that
I
movie
was
it was entirely too long. Like I fell asleep in the movie theater.
I can see that happening. That's a Michael Bay problem. He likes to. I think he insists upon himself is what it is the phrase.
Yeah.
But that is now I see Megatron. I was just seeing Ultron because of the ear things, but yeah, that is definitely Megatron with the teeth. That's sick. What did you have to? Sorry, what was the manufacturing process on this? Like, what did you use to build this and stuff?
It's pretty much all EVA foam.
Oh
And
wow, so you
yeah,
sculpted
I
all
had
this.
to yeah, I had to that was a lot of drawing to make those patterns. But yeah, it was mostly that was all EVA foam.
That's crazy. That I'm constantly blown away. Like I went through almost every single picture, and still going back and looking at them. It's like this is crazy. Warhammer.
That one's Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim.
Okay. See, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. These are just fantastic. So 15 years you've been doing this.
Yeah.
What are your favorite cons to go to? While I go to like what are some that you frequent and ooh, and what is
Uh
your
Dragon Con is that's the one I go to every year. That's my go-to every single year. And then I haven't really since the kids have come along, I haven't really done I used to go, all over the place, but it's super expensive to travel with kids and I hate long drives. So
oh yeah, I can imagine what that's like in a car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I remember when
Lu-
it was like
luckily my 6-year-old is not he doesn't do the "Are we there yet?" And my youngest is 1, so he's not talking yet. So we'll see what happens. We have a
I'm
trip to
sure you'll get
Louisiana.
some at some point.
Yeah.
So you're a Mass Effect fan?
Yes, big,
I love
very
Mass Effect.
big. I played
I
that
love
game too many times to count.
absolutely. Are you excited for Mass Effect 4 or are you just hesitant?
Oh, hell yeah. No, I'm excited because I enjoyed I know everybody had their mixed feelings about it. I loved the hell out of Dragon Age Veilguard. I played the fuck out of that game.
I
Um,
enjoyed it. I haven't beaten it yet.
yeah, Sydney actually just beat it. I was playing it and she was like, I need to play this game. So she just finished her playthrough of Veilguard. And before that, before she started playing Veilguard, I had her play Mass Effect 1 through 3, and she fell in love with
I mean,
um
how can you not?
yeah.
It's so good. Like Garrus, great character, fantastic in the game, fantastic cosplay. But I think we should talk a little bit about Mass Effect. I want to like we can come back to this or whatever. But I want to talk about Mass Effect now because I
Let's
see
do it.
this
Let's
and I'm
do
like
it.
Mass Effect, Mass Effect. So let me pull this off screen for a second. So, um, what did you play? Vanguard or did you play Renegade, Paragon? Like what was your your playthrough
So
style?
I played Vanguard. Oh, was I Vanguard? I'm pretty sure I was Vanguard. And I've never done a Renegade playthrough. I
Never.
feel
Me
bad
neither.
every single time.
You never wanted to punch that reporter in the face?
No, it makes me feel bad every time. The only Renegade option I've ever done was stabbing Kai Lang. That's it.
I mean, he kind of deserved it. That's the assassin dude that was a pain in the butt to fight, right? Like
I
the
still don't even understand why that was a Renegade option, but yeah, that was
right?
the only one I was able to pick.
Oh, it was I love Mass Effect. That so my first job was at Food Lion and I was like 16 years old and I got my first paycheck and I went to GameStop and I was just looking around and I picked up this game Mass Effect and I like sci-fi but I didn't hear anything about it. I wasn't in on the scoop culture at that point so I picked it up. I said, "Oh, this is an RPG. I'm going to buy this." I put it in my Xbox 360 and I was instantly hooked. Mass Effect, if y'all haven't played it, is fantastic. I don't care what anybody says about the original trilogy. It's great, start to finish.
Yep.
Um, what was your favorite squad mates?
Uh, I I have a thing for Liara. Liara's always on my squad.
I think everybody
Um,
has a thing for Liara.
everybody has a thing for Liara. It was Liara. It was typically Liara and Tally. Um,
The bad bitch squad.
Tally's a small bean. I love Tally. It was either Tally and Liara, or it was in 3, it was Yavik and Liara. They had witty banter back and forth.
That's the best part about those older BioWare games, was the way the characters were written and the way they interacted with each other, not just with you. Like, I know BioWare still exists, but it's not the same as it used to be. They had the 2 doctors in charge when Mass Effect came out, and those are the guys that worked on KOTOR and Jade Empire and pretty much any classic RPG that has any salt. Like, I love those games. RPGs, space RPGs. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
What so I also saw Gears of War. So you're a Gears of War fan as well.
Oh my goodness, I love Gears of War. I was never
You're my
much into the
people.
multiplayer, but yeah, I love the story of Gears of War. Um, I don't think I put a photo on there on my armor gallery, but
There was
I did General Rom.
Oh no, I didn't see Rom.
Yeah, General Rom was the largest cosplay I've ever done. He was like 8 feet tall.
Oh, see, I want this. I want this armor. That's so sick.
Yeah, I love that. I love that suit.
Right? How can you not love the big, chunky, oversized armor? Gears of War did a lot of things right, and the main thing they did right was the aesthetic of the whole game, with the oversized dudes and the big oversized weapons. That shit was just the bee's knees. And Emergence Day is coming out. I'm super psyched about that.
I'm very excited about that as well.
And it's got John DiMaggio and the guy that the voice Dom coming back as well. I forget his name, unfortunately, but he's coming back as well. And unfortunately, so how do you feel? How do you feel about, you're a gamer? How do you feel about Xbox games being on PS5?
I don't really care. I kind of like that. I like that other people are being able to access, Xbox. It feels like the gamer world is able to come together. What it feels like now, it's like Xbox kind of Xbox is now making Sony, play their hand. Hey, so we're gonna allow people to play our games and make things inclusive. What are you gonna do?
I mean, they're just making more money that way, like it's smart. And I don't really have a problem with that. I just think it means that Xbox is, like you said, they're just like willing to take more. They're like, hey, here's everything for gamers. We're putting everything on the table. No exclusives anymore, which that's the thing that bummed me, because I felt like Xbox was kind of giving up at that point. But the more I thought about it, it's like, no, they just want, because not everybody has an Xbox. A lot of people have a PlayStation. What's a better way to get them to maybe consider buying an Xbox in the future than putting Fable, which I'm super hyped for, on the PlayStation?
But you also have to take into account that Xbox is going to be merging with Steam. So
are they?
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're gonna be, Xbox is merging with Steam, so they're gonna have, like Steam operating system and stuff like that with their devices. So they already have a leg up in that category. Like, because Sony's already playing games. Like, they've had a few of their games go to Steam, and they don't. Sony gets all up in arms about people modding their games, modding and or pirating their games, and they're like, now they're saying we may remove, we may keep our exclusives exclusive to PlayStation and not allow them to go onto Steam. Okay, whatever, do that. I don't care. Y'all are playing games, so
I think they make enough money that they don't need to do that either way.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I play my PlayStation games. I have an Xbox, and I have my gaming PC, which is what I use for almost everything. And I played Spider-Man on there because I didn't have a PlayStation 5. God of War because I didn't have a PlayStation. Uncharted 4 because I didn't have a PlayStation. If they stop putting exclusives on Steam, they're not getting any money from the people like me who are just playing their games on PC.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
accessibility is the name of the game, especially now when like things are so expensive and you're paying out the butt for everything. Wouldn't you rather just pay for one console and be able to play everything on it? Like
Yeah.
that's
But again, it goes back to that, that issue of capitalism.
yeah.
Sony
We
and
can talk about it.
Nintendo,
Hey.
yeah, Sony and Nintendo are wiling out when it comes to trying to, shut down
Sue
anyone that
anybody.
is literally anyone that wants to show love to their IPs. They're suing everybody, and it makes no one want to interact with your stuff. Like there was the dude who made like basically scratch built the Pokemon game, like a brand new Pokemon game. They shut his stuff down. Literally everything burnt to a crisp,
It's
gone, all
terrible.
his work. So like it doesn't make people want to interact with your stuff, especially when you're already giving us lackluster products. What is it? Pokemon what was it, Scarlet and Violet? Everything about that was lackluster.
The thing about Pokemon is like they have not innovated or improved not only the formula but the graphics and the style and all that stuff. Like don't they think that people would want like a Final Fantasy looking Pokemon game or
Oh
something
yeah,
more along,
that was another problem too. Like you released, you're supposed to, you're making us spend more money. I was trying to get people not to buy the Switch too,
I didn't buy
but
it.
yeah, I'm trying to get people to stay away from that. But people got the Switch too, and it's supposed to be better graphics, but it's still not next gen. It's just like just HD graphics,
It's
whatever.
not 4K, is it?
Yeah. So and then you charging more for the Switch too, and you still releasing games that look like they could come out on N64. What not utilizing the technology in the Switch too,
But
like
that's their
and
brand.
yeah, and then it made it even worse that they were talking about at the beginning the key, when you get a game, it's just a key. It's not, you don't actually own the game, and Nintendo's playing themselves.
I
So
mean, that's a big problem in general with like buying a digital product. You're not guaranteed to own that forever. You're paying money to buy something, but the second a streamer or like a platform loses rights or permissions or whatever, they're gonna pull it. And you're not gonna be able
yep,
to play it.
yep. That's
You're out
why
that money and
I
that content.
pirate.
Yar!
That's
Hail the
why I
seven seas.
sail the seven seas.
It's and the crazy thing is they're not even mad about that. They're not really losing money about that. They just are mad that you're getting it without, giving them
Yeah,
their piece. And that's the
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
When you go to the grocery store and things have gone up by $2 or $3, and then gas is, I'm not sure, where are you at, by the way? Like what area are you in?
Georgia. I
Georgia.
was
Okay.
just talking about that. Since I just made a video this past week talking about since when is cereal $7?
Right?
Why in the
Just
hell
fucking
is
sugar. Just sugar and corn.
why is cereal $7?
I
Who decided
I
that?
was I was heartbroken. Did you see the video of the girl that had just gotten paid and she went, to get groceries for a kid and she paid $75 for
Yep,
a box of Cheez-Its and tomatoes, like, normal stuff that should be like a couple, like $1, 50.
yep,
And she was heartbroken and I was heartbroken because it's awful. People like to collect things, and that's an afterthought at this point for people that don't have the means and the access to like a good, well-paying, steady job. it's
yep,
it's crazy. And the thing is, the companies want us to give more and more and more while giving us less and less and paying us less and less,
yep,
trying to replace it with robots, trying to book the system to not only benefit them but shut everyone else out, and it sucks.
yep. That's why I block anyone that's using AI.
There you go. It's use it to search something up, Google something if you want it, but fact check your shit. Like you want to trust GPT. That's not knowing something. You're just asking a robot. You gotta look that shit up. You can't just say, yeah, GPT told me this. Nope,
It's
doesn't work.
literally built to give you the answers that you want. It
Yeah,
will lie.
it's
So I don't.
biased. It's a proven fact it'll lie. So. But And like everything else, they're trying to incorporate that shit into everything. You know, it's on your smartphone, it's on your YouTube. YouTube is like pushing, hey, you want to use AI to pull clips and all that stuff. It's like, no, I know what's funny. I know what hit. I know what I want to show people. I don't need a robot to tell me that. You know,
Yep.
and people are also, I'm not calling people lazy, but the people that want to use that as a crutch or as their only creative tool are very lazy. Like you're not creating anything. You're just putting prompts in and giving us the results.
You won't call them lazy, but I will. Okay. I don't care about your feelings. If you're using AI, it's at this point we know the damage that it's causing to not only marginalized communities, but we also know that it is li- the algorithms are literally built by incels. So they've learned on these racist language models. It's you're hurting not just yourself by relying on AI. You're hurting all these other people. So you selfish if you're continuing to use AI at this point.
And while we're talking about this, I want to talk about for a second. So Big Bad Toy Store, you know, I'm sure you're aware of them. That's a big company. They sell a bunch of toys. It's a place to pre-order action figures. So they like to post, and I looked at it, and thought the picture was cool. But then I see at the top it said AI tag, and there's whole Instagram pages where they're taking one picture of their action figure, feeding that to AI and saying what they want to produce rather than taking the time to build a diorama and do shit like this. And then Big
Yeah.
Bad Toy Store is validating it by liking their post.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
It's getting rid of people's it's getting rid of human creativity because that's somebody's job, you know, building the dioramas and taking those various photos. You are taking away somebody's job, getting a robot to do that. It's Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you can say
Oh,
whatever the fuck you want.
it's fucked up.
It is fucked up. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, like so, you know, I talked to D Amazing. I consider him a friend. He's one of the best toy photographers I've ever seen. Everything he does directly in front of him. There ain't
Right.
no tricks, there ain't no editing. That dude points his camera at a picture, sets up a scene, sets up a diorama, and tells a fucking story. And we don't need less of that. We need more of that. But they're counting on people to do the weak, the lazy, the fast thing and just produce results quickly and get more and more clicks and more views. It's terrible. It's much
The
like all this.
demonization of human creativity is a sign of fascism. The
Yeah,
more you see art um, pushed to the wayside or hidden or you know, replaced, that is literally a sign of fascism. So we're watching people's creativity either destroyed or stolen. And for what? Literally for
just
what?
because we're sticking it to the libtards. And it's like,
Yeah.
you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what that is. You don't know the difference between a liberal and a centrist, and you don't know. So what are you talking about? You're
They keep
paying
roping,
$10 for gas,
they keep roping me in with liberals and it's making me mad. I'm a
right?
communist. Leave me
Right?
alone. I'm not a liberal.
Don't not everyone who disagrees with you is a liberal, which a liberal is a centrist to someone who's just straight up a Republican. Just a
Yeah.
different title for it. You know, like
Not
Gavin
everyone who
Newsom,
disagrees with
that
you is a
dude's not a
liberal.
leftist. Like, come on.
No, I'm a spooky, scary communist.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll shoot you.
they had whole decades long smear campaigns to make you, you know, afraid of a group that you don't even understand, a type of you know, system that you don't even understand because you've been told not to. You know,
Yep.
it's fucking stupid, and people will eat it up just because they want to say they won. Like, I don't know if you saw that Animal Farm reboot that was out that just completely.
I refuse.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying watch the movie, but like the response to it, because they completely butchered Orwell's message. Like
Yep.
they removed any nuance, any hard hitting part of that book and made it a fucking animated kids movie.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
so
know why they
stupid.
decided to do that to begin with, but yeah, as soon as when they announced that they were doing that film, and like we're talking about who the cast was gonna be. I was like, nah.
Yeah. No, this
Absolutely
needs to be a
not.
serious movie, not a fucking comedy. Like, come
Yeah.
on. This is literally a story about fascism and its rise and the factors that let it rise
Yep.
and like come on, read the fucking room. And I'm surprised that who released it was Angel Studios, which
Yep.
is yeah. And then I'm like, why are you pairing with Angel Studios, Andy Serkis? Why are you doing this?
Yep.
It's insane. It's
Pretty sure Angel Studios is also doing that young George Washington movie that's about to come out.
young George Washington.
Yeah, they're
What is
doing
that? You're like young Jesus. I'm
a
young
damn
Jesus.
yeah, they're doing a glorification movie of young George Washington. Like
Oh my
it
god.
from the trailers and things that I've seen, it's somewhere along the lines of like
Who was a slave owner, it's
yeah.
not like he was a good person.
Oh yeah, no, they're embellishing it, making it like all epic, like like war epic, young George Washington.
And that's the thing that people don't understand is from the second you are born in this country and you start going to a public school, you are being what's the word? I just completely lost the word. It's propaganda. There
Indoctrinated.
you go. It's propaganda. It's all propaganda. The history is the history from the perspective of the white man that wrote the history. It's not the
Yep.
perspective of reality, So like, come on, y'all. Just if the second you go past the surface of what you're taught, you start to see the truth. And I'm a trans woman, so like I grew up in this kind of bubble earlier on where I didn't understand the real world. I was raised a certain way, and the second the real world hit me and I did not run away from it, I decided I needed to learn and correct behaviors and start to educate myself on the reality of things. And that's the thing. People don't want to say that they were wrong and learn something new. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants to be right all the time, and they don't want to unpack their complicity within systems of oppression.
I can't imagine living my life online worrying about who likes me or not. It's like I know who I want to fuck with, and at this point, they know if they want to fuck with me. That's all that really matters to me. So it's just I've been dealing with a Nazi in the toy space for like the last 6 months or so. After the Charlie Kirk thing, and people didn't like my opinion on it, they started trying to come after me, and I just so I've been dealing with that shit for a while. But that dude lost his job over shit that he said. So at least there's consequences sometimes.
Poor Pookie.
Right? Right? Oh man. All right. So I said we try to stick to an hour. We're hitting that up.
Oh, you're
You are you okay to keep going? You have
I'm good. I'm straight.
Awesome. All right. Well, we can go on then if you want to. I'm not too worried. I think about latest I can do is 8 o'clock because I gotta work early, but we're talking about some real shit right now. And I was hoping that would come up. I wasn't trying to push the subject, but there's a lot of people that just don't pay attention. And what's happening right now, you kind of need to. Like, I know you're aware, but not everyone is aware what happened in Tennessee, where they essentially just removed black voters from the equation completely. Yep. And I can't imagine waking up and well, actually I can. It's not the same, but every day they're after trans people, they're anyone who doesn't match it. But just waking up being like, yeah, your voice doesn't matter anymore. That's just the most fucked up thing.
And we're just going back to Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Just going right back to Jim Crow. That's what all of this is, because the Confederacy was never held accountable. This has been a plan in the making since the Civil Rights Act was passed, and Democrats have been complicit in it all, just sitting idly by. Like, none of this is just it's not like this came out of the blue. It's not like this happened in a vacuum. They've been known, and they've just been sitting with their thumbs up their ass the whole time,
collecting their money. Uh-oh, we lost you. We can't hear you. Okay, YouTube, no censorship. We're live right now. You can't do that shit.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, Democrats profit when Republicans are in office and vice versa. They one of the things that drives me absolutely insane about our government is they love getting on TV and Mitch McConnell shaking his fist at Cory Booker and Cory Booker shaking his fist as Mitch McConnell, but they're all buddies behind closed doors. They are all best friends behind closed doors.
In the
Like
most Obama sitting right next to Trump in that church service and just laughing
oh,
and joking with
that
each
let
other.
me know everything I needed to
Yeah,
know.
right?
Everything I needed to know. You are sitting right next to a white supremacist who has for years demonized you, saying that you're not a US citizen, but you all buddy buddy with him. Yeah, no, you can go fuck yourself. I'm good.
Yeah, and we all know who owns them, but if we say that name, YouTube may come after me, so we're not going to say it. But we all know the fucking bullshit that is happening, and they have nukes,
It's
and
not real.
yeah, it's not a real place, so we can't really talk about a place that doesn't exist. But they have nukes, and they don't admit they have nukes, so we can sell them weapons, so they can do more bad stuff. It's bullshit. It's been bullshit. It's been bullshit for 80 years. And is it 1948? Is that 80 years?
Yeah, it's almost 80 years, yeah.
Almost. It's been the same song and dance, and it's not because people are targeting a specific group. It's because a specific group of a specific group is targeting everybody else, and we're suffering for it. People in other countries are suffering for it, and we're losing the fundamental meaning of this country as hard as people have worked. Ruby Bridges is only 71 years old. She has a TikTok account, y'all.
I would
Like,
say that I would counter that by saying we're not losing the fundamental meaning of this country. We're going back to this country's roots. This
yeah,
country was founded on enslavement. It was founded on injustice. So we're just like I said, the Confederacy was never held accountable. Racism and white supremacy has never been held accountable, ever.
no,
So this is the United States is just going right back to its origins. It has always been since World War II, the United States has been the big bad in every situation. We've been, taught propaganda that we are the greatest country in the world. We can't mind our fucking
as
business.
soon as they saw how much money war made, a successful war made, it was over.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they have not been able. What is it? 17 years out of the 250 this country has been around. Only 17 years they have not been in war.
That tells you everything you need to know.
It's we. I don't enjoy having to relive these things over and over again. But until people are able to, you know, address the root causes of white supremacy and racism, literally all of this is being caused by that. Until everyone is able to acknowledge that the United States was founded on these principles, we ain't gonna be better. We're not gonna be able to do nothing.
It's always a different name. It's Manifest Destiny, that 3-letter group, MAGA. They're all the same thing. It's literally all the same. It does not change. It has never left.
Yup.
It's merely adapted to the times to have a more safe name.
Yep.
Because Make America Great Again was never about making America great. It was about making the rich richer. That's all it's ever been about. And it was about making sure that racial discrimination that's built into the system stays in place so they continue to profit off of it. So they can continue to profit off of the prison complex with the industrialization that they do there and causing manual labor and all this shit. Like, it's all literally the same thing.
Yeah.
Never
Oh, yeah. Slavery is not illegal. According to the 13th Amendment, slavery is still illegal as punishment for a crime. So slavery has not ended.
No.
All they had to do was, right after the Civil War ended, you had black people who were freed from plantations, but they didn't have anywhere to go. So they were trying to stay together and figure out what the next move was. White people came up with vagrancy laws, and they used those vagrancy laws to enslave or to arrest black people and put them right back on plantations as prisoners. Then they invented, oh well, we could just, make this plantation into a co-op. You will get paid in food, room, and board, but you come and work the fields again. It never ended.
The
Never ended.
first person executed for treason was John Brown. What was he? An abolitionist,
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's the thing. Jenna made a good point, and it's like, white people need to fucking stand up and speak and do shit, because even the ones that say I'm not for this, they get up and start talking, start pushing, start going out into those fucking protests, start going to your representatives, calling them, harassing them, do what you need to do, because Black people and people of color and queer people have been putting up the fight for a long fucking time for civil rights. Marsha P. Johnson was super fucking important to civil rights and queer rights, and she's being disrespected by this fucking administration. It's just crazy.
Did I hit my button? Okay,
Uh-oh. There you go.
No, but yeah, no, you've seen my videos. I know.
Yeah, I've seen your videos.
You know exactly where I stand. We're not going to vote our way out of this. There is literally no voting our way out of fascism.
I live in Virginia. Look what happened here. They fucking said our vote doesn't matter.
We have people telling us that, violence is never the answer. We have to do no kings protests. And those no kings protests are organized by Zionists.
Yeah.
It's a pressure valve. You get one no kings protest every 3 months that gets everybody's wiggles out. Everybody
it needs to be
right
nonstop.
All
the time.
Yeah. That's why the boycott that I'm calling for right now it's doable. I want everyone to boycott college football. If you can't boycott the whole thing, boycott the SEC, the ACC, and the Sun Belt schools. These racist ass schools in the South think they can use Black bodies and Black talent to make money. Transfer. Do not watch their games. Do not go to their games. We have no business giving them our time and attention, because they don't want us to vote. You want us to play for you? You want us to make money for you? Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely not.
That's always the case. They want to see how they can make money off of the people they're oppressing. They're like, how is this going to keep making us money? That's really all they want to do.
Yeah, whiteness and white supremacy has always been about white culture is just theft. Whiteness loves taking the culture of Black people and people of color and using it for either co-opting it and saying that they invented it, or using it for their benefit and for their entertainment. That's what it's always been.
Like this fucking Chud the Builder piece of shit, which
Chud the Fairy.
Yeah, Chud the Fairy. He's getting it. He's not going to get out of this fucking situation. He literally was making a show out of harassing Black people. Like that was his way of making money.
He made his bed. Now he's got to lie in it. He already you created an entire program on harassing people that set up your motive. Then you made a tweet talking about, the season finale is going to be me murdering a Black person. Then you get out of prison at the courthouse. You're on probation. You're not supposed to have a firearm.
Nope.
And then you shoot someone on the courthouse steps. Oh, yeah. I don't have my hopes up, because I've seen how this country will acquit the most egregious of crimes when it comes to white men.
I'm hoping there's enough. He literally gave it to them.
He has, the FBI has literally been investigating.
They were talking to him. They were literally like, dude, we know what you're trying to do with this. We know, where it's going to go. We know where it's going to go. You need to stop. And then he made that stream. Yeah, I know. They talk. I'm sad. I don't do this stuff. Next day. Next fucking day. I've only known about this guy for the last month. And you, based on the things he was doing, you knew it was not going to last long. Lo and behold, You got your 15 minutes, dude. Now no one's gonna hear from you for fucking hopefully 30 to 50 years. You know, just fucking go away. Not only that, the guy was a veteran that that he shot. He shot a veteran in the shoulder, in the stomach, and then he shot himself in the arm.
And I think he did that on purpose to try and make it seem like he was attacked, but it
Yeah.
backfired on him. So, oh my
What a
god,
pussy. I
he's
hate
so
that guy.
so dumb.
So cringy. So cringy. And like to pick that name, Chud, like couldn't have been more perfect.
I
He
mean,
did a great job there.
when your name is Dalton Etherly,
Right?
Chud is
Right?
a bit of an improvement.
God, the outfits that he wore with that cowboy hat too. It was like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Which go one direction. You're going 2000s metrosexual male with a cowboy hat. Like just chill. Pick a lane, dude.
He's I mean, all of the stuff that's come out about him, the previous outfits that he's worn, the fact that he was getting pegged by a black woman. He's got
I was so
really
happy about that.
yeah, he's got a lot of repressed anger towards himself and his predilections. That's what a lot of this is. The anger that you see from white men, the lashing out that they do, a lot of that shit is just repression. They
Yeah.
can't accept themselves for what they are. The damn closet being transparent, and
And the
we
thing is,
gotta suffer
nobody
for it.
cares if you're gay. Nobody cares if you're
No.
trans. Nobody cares. It's fine. But we are gonna care when you're doing all this shit and then it comes out that you're, in the closet because it just paints you in the same light that every single one is. We know where it's coming from. This guy wanted the BBC, so
Yeah.
that's why he acts like this. That's
Yeah.
literally it. That's literally
Whenever
it.
I see loud and proud, outspoken white supremacists and racists, I know that they were either rejected by a black person at some point, or they got their feelings hurt by a black person and they've never been able to get over it. That I mean, literally what we're seeing with the voting rights being taken away, it's white people who are mad they have to share sidewalks with black people again.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. And like Jenna said, Chuds and Chads, that guy that got fired from his job, the guy that's been attacking me for my identity and shit for 6 months, his name is Chad. So it's ironic, you know. So I know that dude's in the closet, deep in that closet, but they all are. They all have, it's all projection, it's all self-loathing, it's all this sense of, oh, someone else is more complete in themselves, so I'm gonna hate on them because I can't do that because I'm ashamed of myself. That's what it is for the
It's
most
actually
part.
really funny because whenever I get these people in my DMs with these like racist rants, for some odd reason, they always get incredibly and uncomfortably sexual.
Right?
It's like, why are you bringing up my member? Why are you doing that?
Because they want it.
It's so weird. It's-
It is weird. It's weird. But we know exactly why. And it's textbook. Like the people that are the loudest about how great what's going on is and stuff. Oh, we know you think that.
Yeah.
You're so easy to read. You're so dumb. Like you're literally the dumbest people that anyone has to interact with. And whether you know it or not, the people in your everyday life that have to interact with you at your job or work, whatever, they can't fucking stand you either. It's
This
just
is the repercussions of Bush's No Child Left Behind. There were
God,
many children that needed to be left behind.
right? Like at
Many.
least for 5 years or so to maybe just catch up.
Seriously.
Uh, yeah, Bush is a whole different. I just every time I know I hate Democrats like just as much as I hate Republicans. But every time there's a Republican in office, the news is just so bad. It's so stupid. It's so
But
ridiculous.
the thing about Republicans is that 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 Republicans are just going to be bad. That's just their
Yeah,
whole info,
we
right?
know from fucking statistics.
Yeah, we just know Republicans are going to do what they're going to do, right? It's the Democrats. I think Democrats are worse because they try to play in your face like they're your friend.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I'm gonna slap a strap a pride flag on a bomb, that makes it better.
Right.
That
Oh yeah, here's our tax dollars going to Gaza, but
yeah,
oh,
giving more funding to law enforcement when they are actively like you run on policies like I hear you. I know that the police are hurting you, but then you get in office and you give the police more funding. That's what the Democrats' MO has been. They're always tough on crime, and they have created some of the crises that we're facing right now. The
it's their
war on
fault.
crime. It's their
Just
they
half
did
as
it.
much as it is the other side's. Half as much. They have equal reason to be at fault for everything that's happening. Because every time they have a full stacked house or whatever, what do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Literally
Nothing.
nothing.
They don't fix minimum wage. They don't fix healthcare. They don't fix childcare. They don't fix schooling. They don't fix the gun problem. They don't fix anything. They're just like, oh, well, we'd like to be bipartisan about it. We'd like to do it the right way. And
That's the most frustrating thing on the planet. Republicans don't give a damn about bipartisanship.
no.
They will hammer shit through in any cheating way possible. But then Democrats always have to take the high road.
Oh,
No,
we're
that's
not like
not
them.
nice. We can't do that. Because what if the Republicans were to do that to us? They do already.
It makes no sense, but it does make sense because they're getting paid by the same people.
Yeah.
So, essentially both parties have the Republican interest at their mind.
Yep.
But the other side is just openly talking against it while actively doing nothing against it.
Yeah.
And it's awful. Like I said, in Virginia, we just voted to do that, the new electoral map, and then they shut it down. Our fucking state Supreme Court shut it down. It's like, we literally voted for this. This is the democratic process.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I heard that they're trying to combat that by either changing the what is it, the age for the justices so that most of them have to retire, or there was one other option that they said.
What is that going to do now?
Yeah, they're going to do some other loophole to try and get it through.
We're going to write a list, y'all. We're going to write a list.
A strongly worded letter.
Oh God, I can't. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And to see people actively cheering this stuff on. It's like, didn't you not see the president of the United States actively having brain damage on stage, like pooping his pants, gurgling, just a dementia-ridden old man?
Yeah.
That's the guy in charge. He's not in charge, but that's the guy you are cheering for. The most beta alpha male you've ever seen. Like, that's the thing they go by. That dude is not an alpha. That dude is a fucking zeta. Like, all the way at the bottom.
I love it here. It's my favorite. I am proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free.
Right?
Yeah.
So free.
So
I can just
free.
taste the freedom.
I can taste it. It tastes like spam.
It's very cheap and it's bad for you. I think it's giving me cancer.
Yes, chemicals. I love the taste of chemicals.
Give me more. Give me more. Give me more red dye 40, please. Please. Just end it. Just get it over with, for fuck's sake.
Speaking of red dye 40, Charlie Kirk. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God. I know that dude is gonna clip this shit. I'm sorry in advance if he does do that, but he's probably gonna come in here and be like all kind of gotchas. Just ignore
what are they gonna do to me? Make me lose my job?
No, yeah, exactly. Your awesome job making cosplays and spouting the truth on Instagram.
I already lost my teaching job because of them. What are you gonna do? I'm a stay-at-home dad now. Suck it.
I'd say you have a better job now.
Yeah, you're gonna make my son fire me?
Yeah, Daddy, you're fired. Oh shit! All right, this has been fun. I think we're gonna wrap it up just because I do need to work. I had a job interview today. I've been up since 4 a.m., so I'm a little tired. I appreciate you coming on so much. This was amazing. Plug yourself, let people know where they can follow you, all that stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Ebony Warrior Studios 1. You can also find me on YouTube at Ebony Warrior Studios. We also have a podcast called Friends with No Benefits. You can find that on YouTube. And then if you go to my bio on Instagram, you can find the link tree to all of my other stuff, my website, Substack, and things like that. The podcast is available to listen to on all the major podcasting sites. So we used to do an episode a week, kind of trying to not burn ourselves out. So we're trying to do like maybe 2 episodes a month at this point. But yeah, no, those are the places that you can find me. I'm usually posting on Instagram, just random shit. So
A lot of Instagram posts, and I enjoy every single one of them. I like every single one of them. I agree with every single one of them. You're one of the realest people I follow. I lost my Instagram account, actually. It got deleted. I had like almost 600 followers. Yay me. But it got deleted because obviously I'm reposting stuff. I'm giving my opinions and shit, and then I have people like that guy reporting me. So I lost it, but I made a new one. And then I decided to message you, and I'm so glad I did. This was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you did as well. This was fun.
Thank you so much. Y'all, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be safe, be smart, do all that stuff. Love y'all. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh! Man, he hit his ass with a porky toe. Man, nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished.
All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
You know my dad?
Oh, G.I. Joe.
What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.